Howdy. So I recently discovered the wild subgenre that is cowboy romances. So this week we have 2 missions. My first mission is to read as many cowboy romances as I can. Mission number 2. And this is gonna be a stickler, you guys. It might be a little tougher, but we're going to try and find a real life cowboy. Yep, so with those 2 missions in mind, let's get this rodeo started. Yeehaw. Hello. So in the past 5 days, I read 3 cowboy romances. Yeah, and I'm obsessed. So then I went and picked up probably the most famous booktok cowboy romance by Elsie, Powerless. And little did I know, this was a part of a series. You bet. There is a whole series dedicated to cowboy romances. And now I'm on the second one, Heartless. And I am in love. I am ready to put my cowboy boots on, ready to get my cowboy hat out of storage and to go on the ranch. I'm ready for it. Anywho, I'm gonna be reading this tonight. I'm gonna give you guys my review when I finish it. I'm just obsessed with these books. I think it's the Chestnut Spring series is what it's actually called, is on Kindle Unlimited right now. So you guys go check it out. I'm enlightened. I just didn't know this subgenre of romance. I knew it existed, but I just haven't read any of it before. And now I can't stop. I'm addicted. And I'm not mad about it. Really, truly not mad about it. I'm gonna be reading this today, Heartless, the second book in the Chestnut Spring series. And I think I like this better than the first one, honestly. I really enjoyed the first one. Flawless, the first Chestnut Springs one. I think I gave this a 4, but we're following Rhett and Summer. Rhett is a bull rider. Summer is his agent's daughter. And it was a good time. Reading these books just reminds me of The Longest Ride, that movie, and I'm just obsessed with it. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna stop talking and we are going to get reading and finish Heartless, which follows Cade and Willa. Yeah, okay, bye. It's afternoon, but it's the next day, and y'all, I finished Heartless last night, and let me tell y'all, it was something good. I don't know why I'm talking like I have a cowboy accent. I'm sorry if that offended anyone. Yeah, I enjoyed this. I liked it a little more than the first one, so I gave it a 4.25. Enjoyed it. I didn't know if I really liked the trope that is, it's a single dad trope, but I enjoyed it in this book. I thought it was really well done. I like Elsie Silver's writing. It's very showy. It's not super lyrical, but there are lines in here where I'm like, oh, damn girl, go off. Anyways, big fan of this book. So you're following Cade and Willa and just their journey together. I feel like they had a good emotional connection, whereas, and like, don't get me wrong, it was still physical too, but I really enjoyed that it was more emotional rather than just, you know, physical. Anyways, cowboy romances, my new thing, which is why I'm going to the country right now. I'm going to see my parents who live in the country, okay? But while I go do that, I'm going to be reading Swift and Saddled. So I'm gonna take you guys with me. We have a little mission that we're going on when we're up there, and I'll tell you guys about that in the car. So let's go. All right, y'all, we are leaving the city and we're going out to the country. I got my Luke Bryan, my Morgan Wallen, my Dan and Shay queued up. It's gonna be a good ride. I also found this bad boy, my straw cowboy hat. It doesn't really work when I'm sitting in the car though. But anyways, my mission is find a cowboy. We're gonna see if it happens. I'm reading cowboy romances. I'm going to the country right now, and we're gonna see if we can find a cowboy in the wild Midwest. I'll see you guys out there. Okay, it is the next day and I got to page 75 in the Swift and Saddled, the second book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series by Lyla Sage, and I'm really enjoying it. I like the 2 characters that we're getting in this book. So this is the second brother, the middle brother's love story. Ada is doing the interior design for this project he's doing on the ranch. And yeah, I already really love Wes. Ada's super interesting to me too, and yeah, I'm excited to keep reading this. Mission 1 is going well. We already finished 1 cowboy romance and we're working our way towards the second. So now we are heading out for a walk, and I'm actually hoping to maybe see if we can get mission 2. In my head, I'm like, okay, cowboy, we need to find cows. And where we're walking, there's just like fields everywhere. I tried to find cows where there's normally cows by my parents' house. There weren't any, so I don't know if they're just not out. So I don't know, you guys. We're gonna keep trying. Also, my other tactic instead of finding cows is I set my dating profile's location to where my parents live in the middle of nowhere, and we're gonna see if we can find any cowboys that way. So yeah, let's go look for some cowboys and let's read some more. Alright, hello. I was unsuccessful in finding any cowboys on my walk, but that's okay. I need to check my dating apps to see if there's any on there. And then I did get to page like 100 of Swift and Saddled, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm going home right now, so maybe I'll finish it tonight and update you guys tomorrow, and then we'll have 2 of the 5 books done. Yeah, it's really short. It's less than 300 pages. I didn't even realize, so I can probably knock that out tonight, which is exciting. So I'm gonna do one more stop on the way home to try and find cows, because cows equal cowboys, at least in my brain. So I have a couple spots that we can drive by and see on the way home that definitely have cows, maybe cowboys too. I will see you guys if we find a cowboy or tomorrow. All right, you guys, as you can tell, I am back home. On my ride home, I tried to find a cowboy. I went a different route home, and the one farm I drove by that normally has cows, they weren't out in the pasture. There was where there's always cows out, they were out, but they just like were chilling. I didn't see anyone. And then I literally drove by a tractor because, you know, they were going slow, so I had to pass them. There was someone in there, but I'm like, is that a cowboy? So I don't think that counts. I feel like around me it's hard because they're dairy farms. It's not like it's a ranch. We don't really call them ranches here. In Sedona, where I was, if you haven't watched my previous video, I did what I read on vacation, and I was in Sedona, and there were ranches everywhere. But here it's mostly just like dairy farms in the Midwest, you know, but still cattle, and I still think there could be cowboys. But anyways, unsuccessful there, so I have other strategies we could use to find a cowboy. My dating app is not working. Haven't found a cowboy yet. I'm feeling down in the dumps. So I do want to update. I didn't finish Swift and Saddled last night, but I got pretty close. Like, I have less than 100 pages, and I will probably finish this tonight. Then I can start my 3rd cowboy romance. I'm just excited. Updates, I'm really liking this. I like the relationship. I think they're so cute. I really like enjoy her writing. I don't find myself being confused. It's light. There is some sensitive topics in here, mental health things, and I do think she does a really good job. The girl main character, Ada, she has some unresolved childhood like trauma and just like feelings about herself, and I think that's gonna come up. I really want her to work through that in this book, so we'll see if that happens. I talk about characters like they're real people, but reading is just an opportunity to put yourself in another person's mind or perspective, and that's just what I'm doing. Lyla Sage is a great author. I'm excited for the 3rd book in the series to come out in the fall. So yeah, let's get reading and hopefully finish this one today. Okay, bye! Searching for rodeos last night was unsuccessful. There's one this weekend in literally my college town, but I will not be able to make it because it's my best friend's birthday. That's not gonna work out, unfortunately. So I'm feeling like a little down in the dumps about seeing a cowboy, but we still have one more option that I have yet to share with you guys, and I will be doing that Friday. I did want to come on and give my review because I finished Swift and Saddled, and I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars. I gave the first one 4.5, done and dusted, so I liked the first one a little more than this one, but this one I still really enjoyed. It was really interesting. We're following Wes, the second Ryder sibling, and then his love interest Ada, and then Ada's the interior designer for the Rebel Blue Ranch like guest house project that Wes is leading, and I really loved her character, and I loved how she like shined brighter throughout the book and really grew into herself from being at Rebel Blue and being surrounded surrounded by the characters that are in this world and that are a part of that ranch, and it was really fun to watch her journey. She does have an interesting backstory with some trauma from a previous relationship, and that does come into play through all of her interactions with the other characters in this book, and I do think it's super interesting, her self-talk and how that kind of evolves throughout the novel. And then I did love Wes in this book, and the one thing I will say is I wanted more of him, and this is a short book, it's not even 300 pages, and I feel like we could have gotten more of him. His character is diagnosed with depression, and I feel like we really didn't explore that or get to see that, and it was kind of just surface level. She just slapped a mental health disease on him, and I would have loved to have gone deeper when we were in his perspective. So overall, solid 4 stars. I'm so excited for the third one to come out in November, because that's Gus, the oldest sibling's story, and yeah, I'm so excited, you guys. Cowboy romances have legit changed my life. If you have yet to read one, I highly recommend either of the series I'm reading in this video. So yeah, this is a good one. Okay, and then I did pick up the third book in the Chestnut Springs series, which is Powerless by Elsie, and I'm about halfway through it, a little less than halfway through it, and yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is less cowboy than the first two, and you can see there's hockey, so there's a little bit of hockey, less cowboy, still kind of cowboy, but yeah, I'm still really enjoying it. I love the character's perspective we're getting in this one. His name is Jasper, and he is one of the brothers, but he's not like a blood related. The family that we're following took him in when they were younger because he was basically homeless. And yeah, so I love seeing his mind, and I feel like all the characters are so different, and I love seeing like the bits and pieces of the other characters from the previous 2 books and then the books that will be in the future. So yeah, I'm so excited to keep reading this and hopefully finish this today. Got lots of reading to do tonight, so let's get right to it. Writing. I think she does like a great job of not being too descriptive but being descriptive enough, and then also in her descriptions not just like saying like he did this, she did this, I did this, I picked this up. It's very showy and not telly, and it's really great writing. Honestly, it's very enjoyable. I feel like I connect with the characters. I can see why the characters are the way that they are in an enjoyable way, and there are pieces that I like resonate with and that makes me love the characters, and I feel like that is just like a sign of really good writing. I'm not confused, everything flows freely when I'm reading, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this. She does a great job, so yeah, I would recommend these books. I'm in my romance. All of April, all I've been reading is romance books, and she is a really good romance author. Her new book, Wild Love, I think just came out, and I really want to read that when I'm done with the Chestnut Springs series. So yeah, gonna keep reading, and we'll talk soon. Bye! What's up, girl gang? I finished Powerless. It was so good. I just like loved the characters. This was spicy, and I'm like, ooh, okay. So if you don't like that, there are definitely like a decent amount of closed door chapters for you, but like I said, Jasper's and Sloane's perspective in this book, and it's fun. The cowboy vibes were like very minimal in that it was just interactions with trucks and hay, not cows or bulls or that type of thing, so that was kind of depressing. But we did get some hockey vibes, which I enjoyed. So minimal cowboy vibes, but still like in the Chestnut Springs universe, which is cowboy romances. I was gonna say that this is the 4th book I finished for this video, but I'm pretty sure it is the 3rd book, and I wanted to finish 5, and I only have 2 days left of filming this, and yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna be reading 5 if this is 3. I might be wrong and it might be 4. I don't think I'm making any sense right now, but you know, I'm like very sure it's the 3rd. So my goal is 4. Did I say a rating? I don't know what I want to give this. Like, it feels more than a 4. It's not a 5. Maybe a 4.25. I just enjoyed the main character. Again, like I said, Elsie Silver's writing is just very good in these books. I really am a fan. I like getting to to see the other characters from the other books. We got touches of what will be the next book in the series, Reckless, which is, yes, going to be the next book I am reading. And yeah, overall, Chestnut Springs has my heart, you guys. It has my heart, and I'm not mad about it. It's a good time. I'm really enjoying being in this universe. I don't think I have anything else to say about this book, Powerless. I enjoyed her. 4.25. I really like Jasper. I really like him. He's got a lot of crap to deal with. Anyways, moving on to Reckless, the 4th book in the Chestnut Springs series. And the male main character is a bull rider. So I definitely think we're going to be ramping up those cowboy vibes again in this book, and I'm excited for it. And it is Theo, who is Rhett's kind of protege, and Rhett was the male main character from the first Chestnut Springs book. And Summer's sister is the female main character in this book. Okay, I'm gonna stop word vomiting and start reading. Okay? Okay. Winter. Page 1 and I'm already giggling. Oh my gosh. So I'm about a little over 100 pages in, so like a fourth through this book, and so much has happened in the first 100 or so pages. I'm like, what is going on? One of the tropes, it literally like already happened in this book, is not one of my favorite tropes. I'm not gonna say it because it's kind of spoilery, but I don't like hate it in this book. I'm just curious to see where it goes. But I do think it makes sense why it's in this book, because there's been 3 books already and you kind of need to switch it up, you know? But anyways, I'm enjoying it. Curious to see where this goes. So I'm gonna keep reading for the rest of the day. Hopefully I can finish it today. And then tonight is my plan to see the cowboy in real life. And if tonight doesn't work, I have one other thing up my sleeve. But yeah, I'll probably see you guys then, or if I have anything else to say about this book before I leave later. Okay, bye. All right, hello you guys. I'm coming on to give my final review of Reckless and say that I did complete 4 of the 4 books that I wanted to read this week. So that feels really good. I did not see a cowboy last night. We threw my friend a surprise birthday party. Sydney, you guys met her in the last video, and I thought maybe we would have like gone out to this place called Cowboy Jack's, but we did not. We just stayed in and had a lovely, lovely evening celebrating a wonderful human being. But I did come home and watch The Longest Ride, and if you know, that movie has a cowboy in it. So I did like see a cowboy, not in real life, but in a movie. I don't think that counts. We'll give myself like half credit. Talking like this is a class. Oh, you get half credit for, okay, anyways. That movie, ooh, if you've never seen it, it's a bop. Let me give my final review now of Reckless. This is the 4th of 5 books in the Chestnut Springs series, and this is Theo and Winter's story, and I gave this a solid 4 stars. It wasn't my favorite book in the series of the ones I've read so far, but I did still enjoy it. Again, Elsie Silver's writing is just something I am a major fan of. You get the small town vibes in this book, you get some rodeo vibes, you get some family vibes, you get the healing of trauma vibes. I really loved Winter's perspective in this book. It's so interesting. Again, I say this, but even characters can remind you, it's like you truly don't know what someone else is going through, and Winter's character is a good reminder of that, and just to like be kind to people because you don't know what's going on up here in their head or like what they've been through at all. So yeah, great book. I really enjoyed it. There were some tropes, like I said, that I really normally dislike, but I didn't hate them in this book. book, and it was kind of like a very big part of the book, so I didn't hate that. And I feel like that's a good sign, where a trope I normally am kind of like rolling my eyes at, that I'm like, this is good, you know? And so maybe that's why I didn't enjoy this book as much as the other ones, but who knows? I still enjoyed it. If you've read the other Chestnut Springs, this is a must, and I'm excited to read the last one, which I will not be doing for this video. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I said this in my last video, but I'm new to the YouTube thing, just started posting videos this year. If you have any video suggestions, or like what you'd like to see from me, if you like what I'm doing, if you have any constructive criticisms, you can leave those in the comments, and then I would really appreciate if you guys could like and subscribe. If you've read any of the books too that I talked about in this video, let me know your thoughts and opinions. I would love to have a chat about them in the comments. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!